Good morning. Welcome to your daily operations weather brief at 10 a.m. We have very nice conditions out there this morning. Low humidity levels, temperatures rising into the upper 50s, lower 60s, and even some locations seeing some upper 60s this morning. We'll have very nice conditions throughout the remainder of the day and throughout the remainder of the work week. Seeing a little bit of a warm up as the area high pressure that's been giving us very nice conditions moves off the coast for the end of the work week. Temperatures rising up into the lower 80s by the end of the work week. Across the region yesterday, we did see temperatures in the lower 70s to mid 70s in general, seeing a high here at Wallops at 72 degrees. Richmond was at 77 degrees. Salisbury was at 74. Locations last night across the Mid-Atlantic region seeing temperatures anywhere from the mid 40s to lower 50s. Salisbury was a cool spot at 45 degrees. Here at Wallops, we were at 49. And locations in the Tidewater saw some temperatures in the 50s. No precipitation across the region the last 24 hours. As of 9 a.m., we are seeing temperatures anywhere from the upper 50s to upper 60s, seeing mostly sunny to sunny skies. Here at Wallops, as of 9 a.m., we saw 63 degrees with sunny skies. Looking at our sounding from 12Z this morning, we have a freezing level at 14,300 feet. Our winds are light throughout the column, seeing winds anywhere from about 5 to 10 knots throughout the whole entire column this morning. Our peak wind is at 12,000 feet at 11 knots. I have a north-northeasterly component. Seeing our winds out of the northwest west, the low levels becoming more northerly in the mid levels, and then finally southeasterly in the upper levels this morning. Looking at our 12Z surface analysis, we have a large area high pressure currently across the Mid-Atlantic states. It's giving us those nice conditions this morning with clear skies, and have that area high pressure move south of the region for this afternoon and for Thursday. That's going to allow for us to have a return flow or southerly flow across the region. That's going to allow us to have a beginning of a warm-up for the end of the work week. Looking at the surface page from this morning and our observations, as well as our infrared satellite and radar, we have a little bit of cloud cover over the ocean this morning. Not going to be reaching our region, but staying south of our area. We'll have a little bit of cirrus cloudiness built in from the west for this afternoon, but overall mostly sunny to sunny day. Temperatures in the mid 70s, so almost a perfect day out there with low humidity levels. Looking at our Wednesday midday planner, high pressure in control, sprawling from the Tennessee Valley through the Mid-Atlantic states, giving those areas very nice conditions. Seeing some disturbed weather across the southeast, especially across Florida, as they're in between area low pressure and this high pressure over us, giving them some unsettled conditions down there. But those conditions are not going to affect our weather pattern for the next several days. Looking at our Wednesday night planner, we have a cold front that's going to be slowly approaching from the north and from the west. It's going to be drying out and dying as it does so. You can see here our Thursday AM planner. This area high pressure is going to hold firm as this cold front it slowly weakens as it moves towards the region, and not really going to provide us with anything much more than some upper level cirrus cloudiness for our Thursday. Have some showers possibly associated with a weak disturbance moving along that boundary for our Thursday afternoon, well north of the area. So not going to see much else that I mentioned than some cloudiness from that frontal boundary. Then for our Friday PM planner, we'll have that boundary starting to move north as a warm front across the northeast states. We'll have an area high pressure off the southeast and northeast coast that's going to provide us with nice conditions for Friday. Just a bit of upper level cirrus cloudiness and warmer conditions as well for Friday. Looking at our hazards for today, we have a green chart for no precipitation, no chances of lightning, no winds over 25 or equal to 25 knots. Going to see our temperature around 74 degrees for a high today. Our winds are going to turn to the southeast later this morning, and then southerly this afternoon, about 7 to 12 knots for the peak winds. Seeing temperatures decreasing during the overnight time period with southwesterly flow at 3 to 6 knots, so a low temperature around 60 degrees. So quite a bit warmer than we've been seeing the last few days, but with that southwesterly flow, we should be seeing temperatures well above what we've seen the last few nights. Our 24-hour terminal forecast, currently we have clear skies out there, unrestricted visibilities. Moving into later morning hours, we could be picking up a little bit of fair weather cumulus cloudiness around 2,000 feet, and also some cirrus clouds around 25,000 feet, with some few at both levels. Moving on to the late afternoon and the evening hours, looking at a few clouds at 3,000 feet, few clouds at 25,000 feet by 1,400 local. And then tonight we'll just have a few clouds at 25,000 feet with a chance of some reduced visibilities with some fog or patchy fog in the area. Most likely that'll be north of the region across the central portions of the Delmarva Peninsula tonight. For Thursday morning at 8 a.m., we'll see scattered clouds at 25,000 feet, unrestricted visibility. Is a very nice morning once again. Our tides are currently normal, and looking to Thursday through Friday. Thursday is going to be mostly sunny to partly cloudy and warmer, a high of 80 degrees. Thursday night, mostly clear to partly cloudy with a slight chance of patchy fog, a low of 62. And for Friday, we'll have partly to mostly cloudy skies and pleasant conditions, a high of 79. A little bit more cloudiness on Friday than we've seen the last couple days due to that frontal boundary north of our region and disturbance moving along that frontal boundary. Green across the board for our risks for both Thursday night, and Friday. Looking at the 7-day outlook real quickly here, we're going to have temperatures very comfortable for this time of year. Today will be the last day that will be near seasonable averages. After that, we're going to be averaging well above normal from Thursday through Tuesday. It looks like temperatures in the lower 80s to upper 70s from Thursday through Saturday. Friday and Saturday we're going to have more of a southerly to southeasterly flow, so that should keep the temperatures in the upper 70s here at Wallops, but inland will be in the 80s. Sunday through Tuesday we're going to have a possibility of some showers and rainfall through the region, with the possibility of weakening tropical storm or depression Nate at that time. I'll go over that real quickly in a second, but that'll be moving inland and most likely making landfall the Gulf Coast states. So we won't be dealing with any high winds or flooding here at Wallops, but just some rainfall from that tropical moisture moving up towards our region. Here's National Hurricane Center's outlook for possibility of a tropical disturbance forming in the southern Caribbean Sea today or tomorrow, and that's going to be the system that could develop into Nate as it moves into tomorrow and then also into Friday. Looking at the tracks for this system, looking like it'll most likely move towards the Yucatan Peninsula in about 72 hours, and then once it gets past that point, the spread in the models becomes quite large, but it looks like it most likely will make landfall somewhere along the Gulf Coast from Louisiana to the Florida Panhandle. And after that point, there's going to be a upper level trough moving through the center portion of the country that's going to pick it up and quickly move it through the Mid-Atlantic states for, as I mentioned, Monday through Tuesday of next week. It'll weaken substantially by the time it gets up here, but we'll have tropical moisture with it and also a little bit of breezy winds for our area with that system moving through, most likely on Tuesday. Well, that's going to complete the weather brief for today. I hope everybody has a great day. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:15 and as well at 10 o'clock.